Time now for sports news with Kayode Alayode.
Thank you very much, Kimba. We begin with the NBA. D Tigers forward Al-Farouq Aminu is out for up to 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. Aminu sustained the injury in Portland's loss to the Utah Jazz on Wednesday after rolling his ankle while going for a rebound in the second quarter. The 27-year-old Nigerian is now set to miss between 6 and 11 games, leaving the Blazers without their most versatile defender for a crucial run of games. He's averaging 9.6 points and 8.4 rebounds this season. In the English Premier League, Super Eagles midfielder Wilfred Ndidi recorded his first assist of the season as Leicester City and Stoke City battled to a 2-2 draw in the day's lunchtime kickoff. Elsewhere, Huddersfield beat West Brom 1-0. Newcastle lost at home to Bournemouth, while the same scoreline was recorded as Burnley also had a lone goal with win over Southampton. Another home side, Swansea, lost 1-0 to Brighton, while Liverpool beat West Ham 4-1 at the London Stadium. And the WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder has once again vowed to knock out Stiverne in their title fight in the early hours of Sunday. Both boxers came face to face for the last time before stepping into the ring during the weigh-in, and afterwards Wilder threatened to put his rival in the hospital. Stiverne is the only boxer to go to the distance, with Wilder in 38 bouts.
I normally don't talk, but tonight I decided to talk, and tomorrow I'm going to deliver what I told you. I promise you that. I'm going to be 2-time heavyweight champion of the world. He said that I'm scared. Boy, I ain't scared of you.
He was the only guy that didn't get knocked out, but he left with a lot of lumps on his head. I put him in the hospital for several days, and this time he going to stay there.
Good luck, Deontay.
Thank you.
Well, both men talking tough. We'll see what happens in the next few hours. Well, that's it on sports news. I'm Kayode Alayode.
Lebanese Prime Minister Saad al-Hariri has resigned. In a televised broadcast today, Mr. al-Hariri said that he feared for his life, while also fiercely criticizing Iran.
In a televised broadcast in Riyadh, the Saudi capital, Prime Minister Saad al-Hariri made his resignation public after alleging threats to his life, adding that the political situation that led to the assassination of his father in Lebanon hasn't changed.
I have sensed what is being plotted covertly to target my life, and because of strong principles I have inherited from the blessed martyr Rafiq al-Hariri and the principles of the Great Cedar Revolution, and because I don't accept letting down the Lebanese or accept anything that contradicts these principles.
It is believed that Mr. al-Hariri's resignation has opened up a chasm of uncertainty in the country, but it's still not clear why he announced his decision in Saudi Arabia, a move that has left even his own MPs bewildered. His latest action, many say, will be seen through the lens of the great Shiite-Sunni divide that's fueling across the Middle East. He also criticized Iran and its ally in Lebanon, Hezbollah, for losing in its interference in the affairs of the Arab world, insisting that Lebanon would rise again, as it has done in the past. Hariri became Lebanon's prime minister late last year in a deal that also saw Hezbollah ally Michel Aoun in office as the country's president. Hezbollah is politically dominant in Lebanon, but its ties to Iran and support for Syria's President Bashar al-Assad have angered some Lebanese. With this stunning resignation, many Lebanese now fear that their country is firmly in the crosshairs of the two regional superpowers.
A loud explosion has been heard near Riyadh's airport, with unconfirmed reports that Saudi Arabia intercepted a ballistic missile from Yemen. Saudi Air Defense Forces were quoted by broadcaster Al Arabiya as saying that they intercepted the missile northeast of the capital. A local media linked to Houthi rebels in Yemen says that the missiles were launched at the airport. Saudi forces had reported shooting down Houthi missiles before. It is unclear, though, if any damage was caused or if there have been any casualties. Yemen has been devastated by a war between forces loyal to the internationally recognized government of President Rabu Mansur Hadi and those allied to the Houthi rebels movement. Saudi Arabia has been on the campaign front against the Houthi rebels. US President Donald Trump is visiting Asia for 11 days, during which he will touch Japan, South Korea, China, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The trip comes at a time of intense tension with North Korea over its nuclear program. Mr. Trump is expected to show a united front with South Korea and Japan while passing China to take a strong line with Pyongyang. In Vietnam, Mr. Trump will attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit in Da Nang and make a state visit to Hanoi, among others. This will be the longest tour of Asia by US presidents in the last 25 years. And the main news again. The presidency today released the full list of President Muhammadu Buhari's appointees and debunked allegations of favoring one region over the other. Also today, indigenes of southern Kaduna joined the call for restructuring of Nigeria and demanded for the creation of Gurar State. And today, Lebanese Prime Minister Saad al-Hariri resigned over fears of plots to assassinate him. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for watching. On behalf of everyone here, have a splendid night, friends. Good night.